How to live life from your ruh and not follow your nafs. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning. The real question is, how did God create you to be, and what did this dunya make of you? Now, you probably don't remember how you were before all your life events, because that is obviously your life. But you can have an idea when you look at small children. How are they? Loving, light, peaceful, excited, living in the present moment, forgiving, innocent, no revenge, no remorse, no hate. That is how God created us to be. But we change during life because of life events where we learn darkness, evil, bad intentions, hurts, and all these things, and we adjust ourselves through that. That is a basic rule of survival, to protect yourself from future hurt. Now, the first time that when you are hurt, you will forgive, you will move on, and you will leave it in the past, but not when it happens 10 times. Then you think, what is it that gets me hurt? I did this, I shared my feelings, I did this, they used it against me, things like that. So now you adjusted your behavior. You're not going to share your feelings anymore. You're not going to say the truth. You're not going to help people anymore because they are not appreciative, or they use your words against you, things like that. So now, are you acting the way that God created you to be? Or are you acting what this dunya made you to be? In other ways, are you serving Shaitan how Shaitan wants you to be? In fear, desperation, jealousy, frustration, anxiety, revenge, hate, all these feelings. That is the question. And to be able to act from the ruh, from your inner deeper sense of the soul. Your soul, who doesn't fear. What is there to fear? Your soul knows God. Your soul knows that this life is only temporary. Your soul knows that whatever hurt you go through here, there's none of it when you, after this life, and you go back to God. Why would you not want to forgive people if you also just, the only thing that you need in life is the forgiveness of God? There's no point in being angry. It's only temporary. That realization is what brings you peace. This is all temporary. So just like the realization, if someone would only hurt you once in your life and it would not change you, but when it happens 20 times, it changes you. That is how you need to view life. Because how people hurt you in these 80 years of life, is that even equivalent to one-time hurt in eternity? You know? That is the question that you have to ask yourself. No, it's not worth it. So now, how do you put this into practice? Let's give an example. For example, you have an argument with your partner. You're fighting, you're yelling, it's heated, you want to throw the door, you want to scream. No. What you first need is to know yourself and be aware of what's actually happening. So the first thing, the life hack, is to be present in the moment. If you're angry, realize that you're angry. It's not so difficult. When you're angry, you must know it. You can feel it. Realize, I am angry, meaning I am triggered. Why am I triggered? So instead, before speaking to another person, do you want to speak to another person before you know what's going on? No. You need to know what's going on within you. Why are you triggered? So instead of feeding the fire with screaming, yelling, all of that, no. You can say, I am triggered, I am angry. I'm going to make tea for both of us, and we're going to sit down, we're going to drink the tea, finish, a moment in silence, think, and then talk. And these few moments of sitting down and interrupting the fire, interrupt the fire, sit back, think, then speak. And then you can express things in a better way. Did you do something wrong? Admit it. Because if you don't, you're reacting from your nafs, your pride, your ego. No. Admit what you did wrong. Explain what your intentions were. Did you want to hurt the other person? Yes? No? Why? Why were you hurt? Why were you hurt? These type of questions. So that you can have a productive conversation. Imagine if you could have a discussion like that, where you are self-aware, where you snap out of the nafs and return to consciousness. Yeah. And you will only reach that through self-introspection. You can't understand the world if you don't even understand yourself. So stop assuming what other people's intentions are. Stop assuming things. What they did is their problem. It's that easy. What they did is their problem. If you don't want that to happen to you, you can cut the contact. You don't have to accept someone in your life that is hurting you. No, because they have a problem, they need to fix that separately, you know, they need to fix that for themselves. You have to worry about yourself. Why are you the way you are? And that needs self-awareness. Confrontation with yourself. Admitting what you did wrong. You need to destroy your ego. Destroy your nafs. And come back to how God created you to be. Yeah. Good luck. Bye.